So in today's video, I want to go over all the trades that I made this week and how we ended up making over 75 grand in a week. And let's see why we caught these runners. Let's go through the trades that I took and let's see how we can catch the next ones and hopefully help you guys catch them as well. So Mochi here was this coin from 4 days ago. We can go here, load up Bullx and check it out. So Mochi is currently sitting at 2 mil and I ended up catching Mochi very early. We can go here and look at all my buys and sells. I ended up catching Mochi around 100K. When it came out on Pump Fun. We've made multiple videos on this, by the way. We just sit on Pump Fun literally all day here and we wait for good things to pop up. We end up buying them. I got a pretty late entry, honestly, on Mochi. I got like 120K entry. There were like people with way better entries. And this is honestly a coin that wasn't very difficult to hold. I have a really big problem with holding coins. I usually tend to sell a lot, but it wasn't hard to hold this because it literally went only up for a few hours. I ended up selling a lot here. As you can see, all these S's stand for sell. I ended up selling a lot around the 500K level, multiple, like a lot of my supply. And then I ended up selling more around the 1 mil level. But you can see here, this is like a 10-minute difference. So honestly, the chart was going up insanely fast. And then right here, when we got to like 1 to 2 mil, I was selling so much. I sold a little bit more here at like 6, 7. And then I went to sleep. For the first time ever, I slept on a little moon bag. I ended up waking up to that moon bag here. You can see that there was no sells until I woke up and we were hovering around like 8 to 10 mil. Ended up selling the rest of my bag here. And Mochi ended up going to 30 mil without me. If I would have held that, it would have been over $1 million in P&L, but you know, you can't hold it all. It's very difficult to do that. The reason I bought Mochi was because it was a cute little frog, getting a good CTO, lots of memes, cute little AI generated frog. I mean, they're still posting memes. Obviously, I'm not in Mochi anymore. Don't have anything against it. Don't have anything for it. I'm just giving my reasoning. You know, they had a lot of cute memes and stuff that they were posting. It's a cute little frog. And that's the reason I caught Mochi. Then on this wallet, we had Nadia. We can go over Nadia as well because Nadia was like a little Nutter Butter meme, I believe. Yeah, so this is like the Nutter Butter TikTok. And again, we talk about this in every single video. If you guys are not on TikTok, you really are missing out so much because it's really important to understand kind of like Gen Z culture, TikTok culture, crypto culture. And Nadia's just been a coin. It's like, I mean, I've seen Nutter Butter like pretty much everywhere. And let me go ahead and see if I can find the coin. Yeah, so I invested 4 SOL, which is 600 bucks, turned that into 4.85K. And let's see if we can see my trades here. Looks like I ended up buying sub 150K and selling a lot of it like at 300K. Or that doesn't make sense. We got a 6x. So I ended up probably buying somewhere like around 50K. Let me go to the 1 minute chart here so we can get a better look at exactly where I was buying. So yeah, I was buying here between the 30 and the 50K range. Sold some at 100, some more at 200. Yeah, so we just ended up selling on the way up. So probably got like a 50K entry. We got a 6x here. And then that was one wallet. I ended up tweeting out my Mochi P&L, which I had on multiple wallets, but I ended up tweeting one of them right here. And that made me want to switch wallets because I wanted to keep on the challenge of like not, you know, having anyone track them and kind of just trading lone wolf style, which is why we ended up making this wallet right here, Orangey YT2. And on this, I ended up catching Helga. And this is one of those trades that I only caught because I was scanning, and scanning is the most important thing if you want to be a good meme coin trader, like scalper, not somebody necessarily with conviction. You need to be scanning 24/7. Helga was a fake thing. It was a fake post of a fake Elon Musk cat. So on Reddit, somebody, wow, the post has been deleted. Crazy. So there was a fake Reddit post about some cat, and this is Elon Musk's dog, Floki, and Helga. So people thought like, oh my God, Elon Musk got a new cat, Helga. I ended up buying this in the Pump Fun. I was like one of the very last buys. You can literally see my buy and the sell are like within the Pump Fun candle, about 400 bucks. And this is like a, you know, below 50K market cap, and it ended up ripping to over, I mean, this ran to like a few mil, I believe. I want to say it ran to a mil. I know that the chart doesn't show that because it was like barely there. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. So yeah, it ran to 1.5 mil and I ended up selling so much over here. And I turned 1.2K into 20K in literally, what is this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes. Again, one of the craziest trades I've had this cycle because, I mean, you don't make 20K on 6 minutes, like almost ever. I mean, the opportunity to catch something like this is very rare. Yeah, I don't want to give like false expectations. So that brings the P&L from 33K here on this wallet to plus 24K here. And then this wallet has an additional 19K. And on this wallet, I had 2 very big trades. We're going to be talking about Ardog and we're going to be talking about Carmelo. Carmelo, I think, is the most important trade to talk about here because Billy M2K, who is the founder of dogecoin, I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with, it's got like billions of market caps. He got a cat right here and he named him Melo, which was short for Carmelo. Of course, we have here on the left, which is right under me, tweet trackers. So when Billy M2K ended up tweeting about this, right, Obviously, we got it on the tweet tracker, and we were all freaking out, like, oh my God, Billy got a new cat. Billy got a new cat. It was crazy. And there were so many coins that came out, so many Melos. I mean, if we look up Melo right now, I'm pretty sure there's like one on ETH that's going crazy. Yeah, 4.42 mil. Another one on base at 450K. The one on sold at 400K. Another one on ETH 150K. A lot of PvP going on when things like this happen. There's so many different ones that tend to run. A lot of PvP happens. So like being able to catch the right one is very hard. And we're going to talk about how I caught the right one, even though it's not really the right one, because Melo wasn't even the first one. The one that I bought was not the first one. It just ended up being the one that the person who made it ended up sending supply to Billy. So Billy's Solana wallet is public information. And again, this is like where we have to go about using tools. Tools are very, very important because, you know, you end up seeing, oh my God, Billy just got X, Y, and Z of a coin. And it ended up being a crazy cook. I personally caught it super late. I really believe I could have made 6 fakes on this coin because a lot of people did. A lot of people, especially in shock, because he was one of the very first people to catch it. And I'm in this Discord 24/7. They called Melo, let's see, right here. Yeah, at 250K, and it ended up going to 8 million market cap in just 20 minutes. And one of the best trades that they did this whole cycle. I always recommend to join Shocked. I always recommend to join Pastel, which is going to be Pastel Alpha. And of course, I'm going to recommend Potion Alpha, which is the best group with all the best tools. Of course, these groups can really, really change your life. I don't get anything for showing you Shocked and Pastel. So you're just joining them out of pure curiosity and wanting to learn more. Anyways, yeah, I saw Billy. I have his wallet tracked. I think tracking wallets is the #1 thing that you need to do in Memecoins. And I have his wallet tracked. And I saw he received some supply. And what he did with that supply is he actually burnt 50%. But since they had sent him 80%, he had 30% left. I ended up buying some when he burnt, made a quick 5K on it, and then he sold. We actually tweeted about this because I thought it was pretty funny personally. Let's see if we can find this right here. Right here. So this is Billy's wallet. He ended up burning 50%. He had 22% of the supply still. And he ended up one clipping, selling a lot of it in one clip. He sold 300 soul worth in one clip. I mean, fair game to him. He got supply sent to him for free. You know, people are trying to use his name to like make money. So he can do whatever he wants with that supply. I mean, I don't hate him or love him for it. It's just, it's important to track wallets because you're able to catch these things quick. If you had just bought Melo and you didn't know who was holding that much supply, maybe it scared you from buying. Maybe you were freaking out. I mean, it's just really important to have these wallets tracked. And then the other play that we made on this was Ardog. Ardog was also another absolute cook, which I got from some people in Shock. I got it from some people in Potion. Ardog called it, Shocked JS. It was like one of my quants. I have a few quants, and by quant I mean people that I really look up to in the space. And I made a tweet about this because I think that the line between people you can actually listen to versus people you may see on Twitter posting really big P&Ls, and honestly, they're just LARP, fake. They want you to like find their wallet. They want you to copy trade you. They want you to copy trade them so they can dump on you. It's very hard to understand who is a good person in the space and who is a bad person. There are a lot of bad people in the space, and you can go ahead and form your own opinion. I'm not one to tell you who's good and who's bad, but my personal fucking list of quants is right here. I tweeted it a few days ago. You guys should go ahead and follow all of them. Here are the paid groups I'm in. I'm in Potion, Pastel, Shocked, Digi, and Yogurtverse. And then my favorite traders in the space to follow are Yogurt. Definitely follow him. Cooker, for sure follow. Shocked, JS, for sure follow. Pal, QWERTY, and Profit. Profit and QWERTY are part of Grand FNF, which is like one of the best trading groups, and Memecoins in general. They are literally so fucking good and smart. So you should honestly go to all of these friend groups that I tagged in this tweet and go follow every single person they follow. I mean, look, when I go here, I'm following most of these people, and the people that I don't follow is because they definitely just joined this friend group because I had already done this before. But I'm personally always following new people. I'm always learning. Later I'll go and look at the people I just followed, and I will, because right here, you see this notification right here, Orangey just followed NFT Carver. This is so fucking important because you're looking at, okay, why is Orangey following X, Y, and Z? And maybe my follow is not so important, but when Andrew Tate follows a Twitter project like Daddy, when Daddy went from 3 mil to 300 mil, you could have caught that by having a Twitter tracker. I mean, it's one of the most important tools in crypto to have. And, later I'll go and I'll try to look for some of those people's wallets and try to, put them together in a little wallet group. And I have it labeled as like Akatsuki, and the people whose wallets are public in there, I do track. And this helps me catch a lot of plays very early. I do want to go ahead and talk about Ardog. I went a little bit off script there. So Ardog got called in shocked at like 500k, and I ended up actually calling it in potion, which is something I very rarely do because I like to not really have my Discord be like a signal group. I like keeping it based on tools, but I ended up calling that I bought 60 soul of Ardog at 2 mil. And my average entry was a little bit lower than 2, but I got a lot at 2. And Ardog, surprisingly, I don't know how I did this. I ended up sleeping on my bag, which we'll talk about 2 very important lessons that we learned here. Oh man, I'm gonna have a little PTSD looking at this chart. As you can see here, I bought a lot of Ardog. I mean, I invested 6-7 grand, 43 soul. And this is just on one wallet. I invested on 2 wallets. So I want to say my total is like 70 soul invested. As you can see here, I bought a lot at 2 mil, a lot at 2 mil, and I went to sleep. This cell right here, when we dipped down to like 3.5, I wanted to take my initials out. Or like a little bit less than my initials. I wanted to wake up and not be at 0. And then what I did is I set a limit sell order, which is basically like it'll sell when it gets to a certain market cap. And I did. I set one for 6 mil, which I thought was like, you know, gonna be like a pretty good, maybe that's the highest it goes. And so I set a 25% sell limit order there, and it only sold 25% of my bag. And this has been one of the biggest lessons ever because I missed out on over $50,000 in profits by doing this because I didn't set any more limits. I only set that one. And so Ardog decides to go to 16 mil at 7 a.m. Eastern my time. So yeah, I was asleep, and I thought the night before that 16 mil, which was an unreachable goal, and I didn't think it was gonna go like too high. Okay, look, Audra just tweeted out this Azizi. It's already at 2.5 mil. They just dropped the name. They did. Oh no, guys! I was making this video and Busch Gardens tweeted the name. No, that is. Oh, I cannot believe that. Wow, I've been waiting for this play for days, man. That's why I had Busch Gardens in my wallet tracker. No. Wow, that really sucks. Okay. You know, the things that I do for content, and this is like one of the most important things. You know, I'm recording a video here, and I missed out on one of the most generational cooks. I could have bought this sub 1 mil. If I would have had like a Twitter scraper on, like, I would have caught this so early. What it took like. That first initial pump was big. Wow. Okay. Anyways, Busch Gardens got a pet rhino. They've been waiting to name it, and like the pet thing is like a very big meta right now. It's very key. Could have made a lot of money on that rhino right now if I would have caught it, but you know, it is what it is. We're making some content out here. We're trying to teach you guys how you can do the same thing. And yeah, Audra tweeted out the CA of Azizi. They fucking named it Azizi, man. That is crazy. I did not think that name was gonna win. I thought Zeno was gonna win. Anyways, we're going off track here. Ended up calling Ardog. Ardog went to 16 mil. I didn't have any more limit sell orders on, and this ended up causing me to round trip because when I woke up, Ardog was back at 7 mil. It was back where like I had set my limit order, and all I could do was just fucking go because it went to 60 mil and it never went back. I mean, we hit 10 mil again. You know, I woke up here around like 10 a.m., 9 a.m. and we were down. I was like at 4 mil. I was 1 HP. Pal ended up buying, which is a very big influential space person in the space. Joji also ended up buying. Joji is still in. He's actually still actively tweeting about it. Joji is like also another one of my quants. I really respect his opinions, and he's still actively tweeting about Ardog. I mean, he's bullish on it. I'm personally fully out. I don't care about the token. Yeah, I ended up selling the rest of my bag here around 6 mil, and I made 13k on it on this wallet, and then I made another like 6k on my other wallet. I ended up making around 20k on this, and then yeah, this wallet ended up having 20k. That was like the 2 biggest plays I had on this wallet, and now I'm on fresh new wallets as well. And I guess the lesson I learned there was set limit orders. Yeah, those are my trades of the week. It wasn't a lot of tokens traded. I don't think that I had a lot of trades. I did have a lot of big trades though. We can look here at this. We had around, how many tokens is this traded? 43, 58, like 100, 130, maybe another 230 tokens in like a week. Honestly, not that much. I usually tend to trade a lot more. Been getting back into botting though, so we'll see like how differently I trade now. But yeah, I had a little bit of conviction. I was able to get into things early that went only up, and I was scanning 24/7 looking for these plays to make sure I didn't miss out on any of that. That was really all it was. You know, Twitter tracker is a big thing. You know, we obviously just missed Azizi live. Cannot believe it was going to be in the footage. You know, we were able to catch Carmelo, Billy's cat, because of Twitter tracker this weekend. We were scanning, so we caught Helga. Yeah, I'm just looking at all these plays, and I mean, Ardog was being called everywhere. People were tweeting it. So all these tools are really important to have. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys are like really interested in learning more about meme coins, learning more about, you know, in general how to use tools, I do have a free Discord potion where we talk about like all sorts of things. I'll go ahead and like I'll show it here. So we have when you guys join, we have the free chat where all of us talk. You know, we have a free voice chat, people are in there, and then we also have our elite section, which is just access to tools. So I don't want to be selling any signals. I don't want to be selling alpha. I don't think it's like kind of the brand I want to build. I want to build a company. And I think what I could build is like a place for people to go and use tools. And these tools are expensive to build and to maintain. I mean, I'm spending a few $1,000s every month on my personal tools and then the tools that I have in Potion as well. You guys can get access to these tools if you go to #upgrade, 25 bucks a week. This is like the first time I've really talked about like the in details. Yeah, I mean, this is like to get access to alpha chat, all the tools that we have here. We can actually go over the Memecoin tool guide. We have all these tools here. You guys can go ahead and pause the video, read this for yourself. Obviously, we have Tweet Tracker, which is genuinely the best tool in the fucking world. I mean, we have a wallet tracker in here, but wallet tracker, we're actually gonna be moving from it. Like, I'm gonna keep it in there, but I am making my own wallet tracker. It's going to be Potion. We're gonna have our own wallet tracker. We'll be getting more into this as we continue growing our Discord, but I'm really working on this and I'm beta testing it myself right now. And I really think that it's like the best product for wallet tracking for like professional traders. If you're like on mobile, I mean, I would really recommend just using like Cielo or Ray Blue. They're not free for like the good versions, but they're good. They're good for like mobile Telegram wallet tracking. But yeah, we're building out Potion Tracker. And I'm going to end this video saying that you can go to potionalpha.com. It's also going to be linked in the description down below. And you can leave your email for early access. We're not going to be giving access to everybody. So if you want early access and a chance to join and be early, you guys can go ahead and set up here. It's not going to be free because, well, you know, it's a pretty expensive software I'm paying to build here. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you picked up something from it. We're going to be interviewing a lot more good traders in my next videos. And thank you guys for all the support on the channel. I really appreciate it. We're growing really, really fast. See you guys in Potion. I'm in VC all the time. I'm in the chats all the time. If you guys ever have a question, you can literally just ask and tag me in Potion. I will most likely reply if I'm awake. Anyways, I gotta get back to scanning because I just missed out on Generation Wealth on a fucking rhino from Fish Gardens. Favorite orangey. And I'm out. Peace.